Welcome back to AfricaCom TV, where we're accelerating the conversation, the dialogue, the debate around digital transformation of the African continent. And here to help us further that conversation, of course, from Africa50, the Senior Investment Officer, Philitas. Lovely to have you here.
Great to be here.
Let's start with Africa50. Who are you and what do you do?
Sure. Africa50 is an infrastructure investment platform founded to really solve pain points across the continent. The first pain point was that we wanted to see more robust pipeline of bankable infrastructure projects. And so we develop infrastructure projects at the early stage. And the second pain point is that we wanted to mobilize private sector capital to the infrastructure asset class in Africa. So we created a later stage investment vehicle to address that pain point. And so we focus across several sectors. Data and ICT is one of our major sectors.
In fact, you're currently running a challenge to improve digital inclusion. Tell us about the challenge.
Sure. We are running the Africa50 Innovation Challenge to solve the pain point of last mile connectivity. One of the major value and societal impact drivers is going to be access to the internet, as well as low cost, affordable internet for underserved populations. In order to actually solve that problem, we decided that we wanted to go even earlier stage than our investment vehicles allow us to do now. So we're running an innovation challenge to crowdsource the best solutions around last mile connectivity, to connect those solutions into an ecosystem across the entire value chain, meaning software developers, heavy infrastructure providers, network providers, as well as networks and ISPs to truly get the best solution to the actual underserved and unserved populations.
And what has excited you about it, I suppose, and a bigger question is what technologies have you been exposed to that you think are having a very pivotal role in creating a better world and society?
Well, we're seeing a variety of really interesting and really innovative technologies. The ones that have excited me are a lot of the technologies that extend signals beyond where fiber is able to reach. In doing so, they lower the cost of actually reaching those underserved and unserved populations, but they also do them in really innovative ways. Once that actual connectivity is brought to those populations, it has a series of effects. It helps with folks with preventative health care, it helps with financial inclusion, it helps with education. And so the real cool technologies are those that extend the network into previously unreachable places and that create a multiplier effect once they get to those populations.
And what next? What next do we need to realize a solution for? What challenges are existing right now that you think technologies could come up with solutions to?
Sure. So as I mentioned earlier, education, preventative health care, and financial inclusion are clearly being addressed. I think that what we really need to do next is find a way to scale those solutions to broader numbers so that the impact of those solutions can be felt across a broader section of folks. And so when you think about what's next, it's achieving that scalability, which means that everything has to be commercially viable. Business models have to make sense. It has to be affordable, and it has to actually have an economic impact on every single person in the value chain so that it can actually be something that makes commercial sense.
I cannot wait to see what comes out of that digital talent. Thank you very much, Eti. Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Africa.
Philitas is with Africa50, joining us here at AfricaCom TV.